motivational speeches. You can get everybody fired up, ready to run through a wall. If we send you backstage, what are you saying to Francis Ngannou as he makes his return to mixed martial arts tonight?
Like, the moment is his, right? It's like, don't wait, dictate the moment. Like, take the moment. Like, this is not about strategy. This is about what do you want to do, right? You know what this guy can do. You know how big this guy is, and you know how tall this guy is. But then what's next? Take the breath away from him. Step to it, right? And make him very uncomfortable, man. I'm telling you, I'm excited about the night.
Make me very uncomfortable. You can have my mic for the rest of the night. I want to listen to you. Breno is getting in your space. It's not a comfortable feeling, all right, people? I know you're excited about the return of Francis, but when you mentioned the size and the power and the speed, Renan Fereirra's got it all.
Renan has something that you have to eat up space. Randy knows what I mean when I say this. He's so long, right? This guy, his reach, he can keep you at a space till he wants to deliver that knockout blow. The only way to disturb him is make him come out his comfort zone, which means what? Get him on the mat. Like, make him have to get that 6'8" frame up off that mat a lot. And Francis, I know they're doing a lot of training on the mat and wrestle, but I'm telling you guys, to make that equal, you got to bring it down to my space.
By the way, he knows the thing too. He's famous for football, but the man was an incredible prep wrestler as well. In these big-time power puncher fights, right? It does often come down to the graphic. But yesterday you said it might just be about who lands first. Now, for me, who's going to commit to that big punch first, Ray Lewis?
I just don't think neither one of them has any doubt in their mind that they have to be first. Like, one of these guys got to be first, because whoever's last, you may be getting picked up off the mat. And you don't want to be last. You want to be that person. That's what I'm saying. I don't care if it's Renan or Francis. Somebody has to dictate the pace of this match. And how do you dictate that? You hit somebody in the mouth. Everybody got jokes until you get hit in the mouth, right? Then that changes. And I think, I'm telling you, both of those guys have the same mindset.
You saw the intensity and the way yesterday they go forehead to forehead. None of these guys want to give quarter. No one's taking a step back. And there is big-time hardware. A brand new Super Fight belt, actually, on the line. And, of course, Ray just flexing on all of us. He's got the hardware. He's got the Super Bowl ring on tonight because it's the championship night.
Look here, if you're going to come see champions fight, if you're going to see Battle of Champions, then you got to come out and represent like a champion. And all I'm saying is, I know Randy knows this. I know what it takes. You know what it takes. Like, what does it take to be a champion? Man, it takes everything you got, even when you're not at your best. Right? I'm telling you, my last ring, Randy, you guys saw it. I wasn't at my best, torn tricep. But my will, I'm not losing this one. And I'm telling you, both of these guys have the same mentality. I just want to see who's the person that issues it first.
All right, Ray. The camera's right there.
Yes.
With that classic, iconic Ray Lewis style.
Yes.
Tell the people to buy this pay-per-view.
Listen, I'm not telling you to buy the pay-per-view. I'm telling you, you need to sit down and be present to understand what's about to happen. Some things in life you cannot dictate, but I tell you what you can dictate, that you're in front of your television to watch this go down, because this may never, ever be repeated again. When you talk about the battle of the giants, let me tell you something about a giant. Sometimes you got to take your hardest battle, David and Goliath, and you got to fight your fight. So sit down, get some popcorn, push that pay-per-view button, and log in, and let's see what really goes down in the Battle of the Giants, baby.
The QR code is on your screen. You can scan it to zone.com, ESPNplus.com/pay-per-view. Ray Lewis is in the building. Hopefully we'll get to talk to him throughout the night. He might just take over. He might just leave.
I might just get in the ring, man. Just let me get in the ring. Let me do something.
More action to come on our early card as we thank the Super Bowl champion and NFL Hall of Famer. Lightweights are up next. 3 5-minute rounds between Makkasharip, and Dedrek. Michael C. Williams gets it started.
And now set to make his way to the cage, Dedrek. Break him down, Sander. victory. Break them down. Made the trip all the way from Nashville, Tennessee here to the Kingdom. And he made it very, very clear what his goals are. He wants to be part of the PFL's big plans moving forward. He appreciates a showcase opportunity, but he wants to be invited to compete in the global season. He wants to chase $1 million championship. By the way, our PFL 2024 championship fights for that global season will take place right here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Coming up at the end of November, Randy.
November 29th. Be right back here. Can't wait. Dedrek Sanders keeps knocking guys out like he did Casio in his PFL 7 debut. He's got a great shot at the regular season.
And now ready to make his way to the cage, Makkasharip.
Another Dagestani training out of the Eagle Gym. Nurmagomedov. You'll see a lot of that similar wrestling style coming out of this young man.
He's also got a really, really nice right hand. He tends to pop it right from his shoulder like a lot of really, really disciplined boxers do. You don't see any wind up. He just sits there and he pops it straight from the front of his deltoid. A lot of fighters don't see it coming. He catch you on the chin and put you down. That saves all that rest. And he's on top of you straight away. Makkasharip, very familiar with fighting here in the Middle East. You saw the graphic. Came out of the UAE promotion. See, if I'm Dedrek Sanders here, I'm going to try and get him to overextend a little bit. You know, sometimes I see with this guy, he tends to lose a little bit of his footwork when he's so eager to hit somebody. So what I've seen early on in Dedrek's career is his footwork, his ability to move out of range and get people to reach too much for him. If he can do that, that's where his counter-striking will come into play. But if he gets caught with that right hand, my goodness, he might not even see it coming. And then he's going to be dealing with the ground game of this tremendous fighter in Taekwondo.
That long right hand right on the money. This one, a little left hook. Might have caught him more off balance and hit him flush, but it definitely looked like it hurt him. You see him clawed his eye. Feet got a little tangled up, may have been a little bit of a slip there more than anything. There's the little, look at that, he scooped it up with his foot and then picked it with his ankle or with his hand. Very, very slick tactic and technique. Zainukov's takedown there.
Stand now to buy the pay-per-view tonight. Francis Ngannou, Renan Fereirra in a heavyweight world title fight in our main event at Battle of the Giants. Round 2 coming here. Breno is backstage with Chris Cyborg. Apologies for the audio issues. Breno and Chris Cyborg backstage. Stand to buy the pay-per-view. Francis Ngannou, Renan Fereirra in the main event. Cyborg, of course, part of the co-main event. She takes on the recent Pacheco, the two-time PFL champion. 2 different weight classes. Brazil versus Brazil in that co-main event. Dedrek Sanders there on your screen. Likely down 2 rounds to none on the scorecard. See if he can make something happen here in the 3rd frame as we get a flurry at the end from Makkasharip Zainukovs.
One more fight on our early card. Make sure you scan now to buy the pay-per-view for Renan Fereirra, Chris Cyborg, Larissa Pacheco, Johnny Edlin, Fabian Edwards, and a rematch. All of that still to come on the main card pay-per-view. As we look at these replays, some precise striking from
Ground and pound in that top position. Saunders trying to find a way to survive and stay in there. Seidenkopf just dominant control in that top position.
Post-fight stats brought to you by Element, official hydration partner of the PFL. Efficiency in both the striking and the takedown game for Makkasharip. We'll get the official judges' scorecards here momentarily. Michael C. Williams is gathering them up from the commission judges. As we push towards our main card, HBC all used to open that action. Still to come here on the early card, Raufeon Stots, Marcus Breno Leal. And Michael C. Williams is in the smart cage with the decision. Makkasharip Seidenkopf makes it 2 in a row for the Dagestani contingent. His 9th decision victory, 16th overall as a pro. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the epicenter of the combat sports world, changing the game in golf, in racing, in everything, and certainly here in the world of mixed martial arts. Sean O'Connell, once again joined by the Super Bowl champion, the Hall of Famer, Ray excited here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Ray, Francis Ngannou making the comeback. Renan Fereirra ready to try and take his place as the baddest heavyweight in the world, driving towards a big-time main event.
Son, I'm telling you, everybody is here for one thing. I know it's a lot of undercards here that people are here to see, but this between Renan and Francis will be the greatest battle I think we've ever seen. Seriously, man, I just want to see the strategy of this guy. I want to see who comes out and who dictates first.
Well, we've got a great heavyweight main event, and when you talk about incredible, all-time fighters squaring off against one another, we got one Hall of Famer, a future Hall of Famer also joining us. He's going to do it remotely. And you guys had a couple battles back in the day. Rob Gronkowski, the greatest tight end in the history of NFL football. And Ray Lewis, the greatest linebacker in the history of NFL football. And also, this guy right here. Unbelievable, Gronk. Welcome to the show.
Bro, what's up, baby?
Ray, what's up, guys?
What's up, man? Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me on. It's a pleasure, and I've just been watching you two for a little bit. Ray, you're already giving hype-up speeches out there earlier in the show, man. I was ready to run through a wall. I got 2 rounds left in me, and I was about to go outside and run them after hearing you go. Gronk is always good for a touchdown reception. Listen, I got to get your opinion on this huge main event, literally and figuratively. We've talked about this a lot. Me and Randy said this a bunch of times on previous broadcasts. If Renan Fereirra had been born in the United States of America, he turns into Gronkowski. He's 6'8". He can do standing backflips off of one leg. He's freakishly athletic. He's a picture-perfect tight end, and he's taking on a guy in Francis Ngannou who's built exactly like, I don't know, Khalil Mack. Just an absolute monster. What do you think of the main event, Gronk?
I love everything about the main event. Battle of the Giants, it couldn't be up my alley any bit more. I mean, big men are specimen men. I love when I see big, athletic guys go out there and perform to their best of their ability. And I understand how much it takes in order to get moving as a big guy. I mean, how much more energy is used when you're, 6'6" to 6'10" and you weigh over 250 pounds. I mean, it's a lot of mass that you got to move. So just to see Ngannou versus Ferreira go at it, 6'8", 6'6", and over 260 pounds each of them, it's going to be a special moment. There's going to be a lot of impact, that's for sure. And you don't want to get hit by one of their fists. I mean, that's a lot of power, behind those hits. And I'm super excited about this fight. Love both of them.
Gronk, you didn't give me nobody though. Who you picking? Gronk?
I'm going with Ngannou. I mean, with that crossover play he did versus Tyson in the boxing match, and now he wants to prove that helps his game even more. He doesn't even have to be out here, but he wants to be out here because he loves the sport that much. And I just love his size. I love his athleticism, his speed as well, and just what he learned in the boxing world as well, and then bringing it over to the MMA world here in the PFL. I think he's going to dominate, and he's going to do well.
Rob, we appreciate you. I just have one request for you, all right? You're going to be on Helwani Vision. I got one little request. It's a championship night here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I need you to get those Super Bowl rings. I need you to put them on, all right? You got to dress for the occasion. Let's get the hardware on those big old hands of yours as you're going to be on Helwani Vision during the pay-per-view portion of the card. Can you do that?
I actually don't have the Super Bowl rings on me, but maybe I can pull something out of my closet, here in Florida. But this match, I was just thinking, Ngannou versus Ferreira, this is basically Ray Lewis versus Rob Gronkowski in the football world. And you took us and put us in the ring. Ray, do you think you could whoop us
Rob,
right
I got to
now
ask you a question right now. I'm telling you, how much would it cost for me to get you in this ring? How much would it cost me to get you in this ring?
I would do it for over $22 million. 22 plus.
Look, we will find the people to fund it, but I would love to see you in this ring.
Hey, I'll take it. If the money's there, I'm in. I'll train for a whole year, Ray.
I'll train for a whole year. On my 50th birthday, I will see Rob Gronkowski in this ring. But you know what? They close this gate. Ain't nobody can help you, Rob. Ain't nobody can help you in this gate.
Hey, I'm going to have you in my corner, though. If I have you in my corner giving me those pre-game speeches, I'm winning, baby. I'm winning.
You know what I love about Rob Gronkowski? Is he still sounds tough even when he's ducking. He's like, yeah, I'll have you in my corner. Nobody wants to see Ray Lewis, even 50-year-old Ray Lewis, inside of a cage. Gronk, you're a great man. What a pleasure to get to talk to you. Thanks for joining us on the broadcast. And if we ever see either of you or both of you against one another, whatever it is, you can have my money for that pay-per-view. Scan the QR code on your screen right now for tonight's pay-per-view at Battle of the Giants in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The Super Bowl champs are here, and I'm not going anywhere either. Ray, thank you, Rob.
I love you, brother. Good to see you, man.
Hey, I love you guys as well, man. Good to see you, Ray. Stots. Great to meet you, man. Take care, guys. Excited for the Battle of the Giants tonight, man. Can't wait to watch.
Let's do it, baby. It's going down.
What a legend, Rob Gronkowski. One of the best in the business. Thank you, Ray. We got plenty more action to come. One more fight on our early card, Raufeon Stots versus Marcus Breno Leal. That's coming. Let's talk about Raufeon, a Brazilian knockout machine.
locker room. He is not here yet, but he is on his way to the arena, I'm being told. And every time he walks into a cage, he takes along with him all of the knockouts, the intimidation, but he also takes his story. It is one of the best that I have ever covered in this sport. And earlier this year, I got an opportunity to go to the place where it all began. I have known Francis Ngannou since 2015, and over the last decade, I've had the privilege of hearing his story on numerous occasions. You'd think that story would become more believable over time, but actually, the more you learn, the less possible it seems. That the path of the heavyweight world champion began here, in the village of Baby, Cameroon.
When I grow up, we used to be like this.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, what was it like?
Stay away from me, Nini. Nini.
This one, I finally made it the seventh attempt in the bush.
In all, it took Ngannou 14 months to make the journey that would forever change his life. He had made it to France, where he would waste no time starting his legendary career. Ngannou became a world champion in mixed martial arts. And after that, he took on the impossible once again by transferring over to the world of boxing for 2 mega fights. He had lived out his childhood dream. He had won the game of life. But as it turned out, his biggest challenge was still to come.
There was a point in life that I thought I had won everything that I have won in life. Every challenge that I faced out there, I look back, even at my family, basically at my son, and then I tell myself that I have won, no matter what's happening. It never crossed my mind that something would be happening to him. You have a kid, right?
Yeah, my son. Not my son.
What will you do for your kid?
I would. In April, Ngannou's 1-year-old son, Kobe, died suddenly.
All of a sudden, I feel powerless and useless. I considered to retire because I was asking myself, what's the point? But, I started thinking about him, and I think what I most give me the reason of me stopping, and I don't want him to have that responsibility of being the one that made me stop.
Would you be willing to tell me about it? Just about him?
You were just 18 months, but my boy, and all my dreams was now on him.
How do you feel like fighting honors him?
I can honor him there. Just to have him gratitude. This fight is special in the sense that the purpose for me is different. I dedicate this fight to him, and then I'm taking my motivation from him. The statement that I personally make is like, point out my relentlessness. I did get it.
It's astounding what Francis Ngannou has overcome. Born into a life of no opportunity, a 14-month foreign continent just for the hope of it. The loss of a son. Not only is he's ready to put everything on the line in front of the world once again, this time to honor the memory of his son.
In my opinion, the greatest victory for Francis is there isn't a single stage that you can overlook. From childhood to where he is today. From childhood to now, it is all victory.
Just an unbelievable unbelievable life that Francis Ngannou has lived, and I just am excited to see him come into this building tonight. Can't wait to see what the next chapter has in store for Francis Ngannou. Guys.
Thank you, Brent. Really incredible work on that piece by Brent and everybody else involved. Truly, truly incredible. And Francis is so inspiring. I mean, look, Renan Fereirra is incredibly dangerous, and we know that. But compared to what Francis has had to overcome to get to this point, and obviously what his family faced most recently with the passing of his son, I imagine a night like tonight does not feel as daunting as it might for a competitor who has been through less. I agree. I mean, that was put everything into context about what's important in life, and really focused him on what he's doing for a job. This is a job at the end of the day. All of that experience that he's got, the turbulent life that he's had, the recent drama, all of that leaves it all at the cage door, right? He steps in there and he faces Ferreira, and the playing field is even. He's got to have his mind right. And I honestly don't know how I would do that, but Francis Ngannou is one of the strongest men I know, mentally and physically. So to carry that in there with him, I just can't imagine.
Hats off to Brett for doing such a great piece. It's hard to watch that not well up. Francis is a friend. I have kids. It's not an easy thing. He's remarkable for what he's doing.
Truly inspiring, really in every sense of the word. We're very happy to have him be part of the PFL family, and obviously we'd love to see him carry on the legacy of his son, because that is a goal that he has stated several times. He wants to carry Kobe's name into the fight with him tonight, and you saw him at the weigh-ins pointing to the recently tattooed name on the bicep, and like the man needed anything else to motivate him. Really, really incredible story. Great work by Breno.
I love what he said. When he gets the chance to fight for my son, I'm going to fight for my son tonight. That's an amazing statement.
One more fight on our early card before we get to the pay-per-view portion as we march towards that main event featuring Francis Ngannou and Renan Fereirra. It's Raufeon Stots, Marcus Breno Leal in a bantamweight showcase right now. And now, making his way to the cage, Marcos Breno Leal. An incredibly well-rounded mixed martial artist. 8 knockout victories, 5 submissions, 2 decisions in his 15 pro victories. Was born in the Amazon rainforest down in Manaus, Brazil. Made his way to the big city, and now all the way here to the kingdom to try and impress the bosses and be invited to bigger things here on the PFL stage.
Certainly know another Leal that's made his mark in the PFL Smart Cage, and Carlos Leal has been very, very impressive.
And now ready to make his way, Raufeon Superstars. When you get the call to fight Raufeon Stots, you better buckle up. This man is going to push you into the deepest water imaginable. And look, the wrestling credentials speak for themselves. 2-time Division II wrestling champion. Fresh haircut on Raufeon Stots, by the way. We're used to seeing them with the dreads. But this man has a bottomless gas tank. And even at this weight class, just preternatural speed. It's really something to behold. In his corner tonight will be Eve Edwards. As Randy mentioned earlier on the broadcast, he also spent time training under one of the all-time greats, really among all the smaller weight classes in mixed martial arts. Jens Pulver helped Raufeon Stots get off to a great start.
This guy has all the skills necessary to continue driving towards big-time star status.
Indeed, Sean. A super slick, well-rounded mixed martial artist. You've got to watch out for his high kicks, though, because people get trapped up against the fence. They expect that clinch, they expect that level change, and he feints, and the head kick comes up at the side, and they do not see it coming. Takes them out.
Here's your tale-to-tape. Raufeon Stots, 35 years of age. Breno is 26. Both men 5 feet 7 inches tall. Pretty significant advantage on the arm reach for Rauf Stots, though. Both men with a 38-inch measurement on those legs.
All right, first keys to victory of the night for Raufeon Stots. He's got to hit and move. Setting up that head kick will be a very useful tool for him, and wrestle to top position. For Breno, 5% to control. You don't want to be caught up against the fence. Hooks and uppercuts to deter those takedowns in close range, and then outside reach takedowns. Look at this, jab straight away by Stots, and he drifts out of the way of the return. But then the hard body kick started from both of these guys. Here's the 1-2, back, bam, straight down the center. You see the shockwave go down the spine of Stots, but this is where he starts to turn the round back in his favor. He's on the body lock, he starts to pull the legs away, he climbs up onto the neck, and almost finishes this rear naked choke with no hooks. You can see for a moment there was some real danger there for Leal. But he gets top position. Beautiful pop cross there, that left hand. Fascinating first round.
Stop out of the corner. Yeah. Scan to buy the pay-per-view and go to DAZN.com or ESPNplus.com/PPV. Element, the official hydration partner of the PFL, is calling on you to help support those affected by recent hurricanes in the southeastern United States. Through their Give Us All program, you can nominate frontline workers like power line crews, first responders, and others supporting the relief effort. Help them stay hydrated as they provide essential relief. By scanning the code, let's get hydration into the hands of those who need it most right now. Element, Give Us All. Scan to buy the pay-per-view for our main card. We'll make this one official next.
Okay, bro. I'll be very happy as well. I'll be very happy. Not for family, I think forget money, you need to get to pass. But I'm not going to love iPhone. I'm very good. You buy some money, you know. No, money is lost phone. You know, say money want that, mommy say want that Android phone. So I would try my to a big calamity. I tell you, it's an Android phone.
Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, host of our Battle of the Giants. Here's your Element post-fight stats, brought to you by the official hydration partner of PFL. Raufeon Stots, 3 for 7 on the takedowns. Breno did a good job in the striking. Probably won that first round. Ultimately gives up the back. And Raufeon Stots, victorious again. Michael C. Williams makes it official. Ladies and gentlemen, the rear naked show, free climb, official time, 3 minutes, 1 second. Round number 3, the winner by some. So Raufeon stops 2 in a row for the former Bellator interim champion.
Okay, bro. Okay,
Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Dan Hardy. The early card is done, and that means we get to the main card. The pay-per-view portion of our Battle of the Giants fight card is coming next here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We march towards the main event featuring the return of Francis Ngannou, the two-time champion, Renan Fereirra, PFL champion in the season, and of course, champs versus champs winner as he knocked out Ryan Bader last time we saw him. But let's talk about Francis Ngannou. He's been away from the mixed martial arts world, but he was taking on the best boxers on the planet. It's not like he was sitting on the couch, Randy. He's bomb on.
I wanted to keep
Huge boxing match. Obviously, he did an amazing job against Tyson Fury. Back in the MMA cage now. I think he's been working very diligently on sharpening his wrestling and grappling skills. He looks lean. We know he's got the horsepower, the power, and the speed to get the job done. Can he go out and impose his will and fight this fight the way he needs to eliminate the long-range weapons of his opponent to hit on Ferreira? It's going to be a very, very interesting match.
And every time we see that footage, I keep seeing him throw those body kicks. Now, I know that's body kicks on doing Cooper, but they're low kicks on Renan Fereirra. I wonder if there's a low kick game that he's going to enforce here to complement his boxing, right? Work the body on your coach, has the legs of your opponent.
But Francis Ngannou rarely finds himself a smaller man.
Mixed martial artists, you've got to watch out for his right kicks though, because people get chapped up against the fence, they expect that clinch, they expect that level change, and he feints and the head kick comes up at the side, and they do not see it coming, takes them out.
Dave Raufeon Stots, 35 years of age. Breno is 26, both men 5 feet 7 inches tall. Pretty significant advantage on the arm reach for Rauf Stots, though. Both men with a 38-inch measurement on those legs.
All right, first keys to victory of the night for Raufeon Stots. He's got to hit and move. Setting up that head kick will be a very useful tool for him, and wrestle to top position. For Marcus Breno, 5% of control. You don't want to be caught up against the fence. Hooks and uppercuts to deter those takedowns in close range, and then outside reach takedowns. Look at this jab straight away by Stots. Just out of the way of the return. And then the hard body kick starting from both of these guys. Here's the 1-2. Back. Wow, straight down the center. You see the shockwave go down the spine of Stots. But this is where he starts to turn the round back in his favor. He's on the body lock. He starts to pull the legs away. He climbs up onto the neck and almost finishes this rear naked choke with no hooks. You can see for a moment there was some real danger there for Leao. But he gets top position. Beautiful pop cross there, that left hand. Fascinating first round.
Raufeon Stots out of the corner, yeah. In our main event. Scan to buy the pay-per-view and go to DAZN.com or ESPNplus.com/PPV.
Mama ni maziwa ni wangu. They don't go.
Désolé les gars, on a coupé la lumière. On vient de couper la lumière, mais je vais connecter ça tout à l'heure. Yes.